Run away, flee or escape from a situation.
Have you seen Jake around? I heard he had some trouble at home.
Yeah, he's been going through a rough time. I think he ran away from home last week.
Ran away. That's terrible. Do you know why he did it?
I heard he was having a lot of conflicts with his family, and things got really tough for him. He just couldn't handle it anymore.
I hope he's safe. Running away is such a drastic step.
I agree. It's a last resort for most people. I hope he finds the support and help he needs to get through this difficult situation.
Absolutely. It must be hard for his family too. Running away can leave them feeling helpless and worried.
Yeah, it's a tough situation for everyone involved. I hope they can work things out and that Jake gets the help he needs.
Let's keep an eye out for any news about Jake. If there's anything we can do to support him, we should be there for him.
Agreed. It's important to be there for our friends when they're going through tough times, especially if they've run away from home.
I'm really into it.
Have you been watching that new TV series everyone's talking about?
Yeah, I started it last week. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. I'm really into it. The storyline is so intriguing.
Well, I've only seen a few episodes, so I can't judge it too much yet.
Trust me, it gets better as you go along. I binged the whole season in 2 days.
That's impressive. I'll definitely keep watching then.
You should. It's one of the best shows I've seen in a while.
Thanks for the recommendation. I'm always looking for something new to watch.
No problem. Enjoy.
Where are you from?
Hey, I noticed you're new here. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Chicago.
Chicago, huh? That's cool. What brought you to this town?
Well, I got a job offer here, so I decided to move.
Nice. How do you like it so far?
It's been pretty good. The weather's a bit different, though.
Yeah, it can be quite an adjustment. What part of Chicago are you from?
I grew up on the south side.
I see. I've been to Chicago a few times. It's a big city with a lot to offer.
Definitely. I miss the deep dish pizza and the lakeshore.
Well, you'll find some great places to eat here too. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Thanks, I appreciate it. It's nice to meet friendly people like you.
Postgraduate's fever.
Hey, I've been feeling overwhelmed lately with this postgraduate program. It's like a feverish roller coaster.
I totally get it. Grad school can be intense. What's been bothering you the most?
The constant deadlines and research pressure. It feels like I'm drowning in assignments.
I went through that too. Try breaking tasks into smaller, manageable chunks and create a study schedule. It can help you stay on top of things.
Yeah, I need to get organized. Plus, I'm worried about my thesis research. It's challenging to find a unique topic.
Research topics can be tricky. Talk to your professors and peers for guidance. They might suggest something you hadn't thought of.
Thanks for the advice. Also, I miss having a social life. Balancing work and personal time is tough.
Absolutely, but don't forget to take breaks and enjoy some downtime. It's essential for your mental well-being.
You're right. I need to find that balance. Thanks for listening and understanding the postgraduate fever.
How much does it cost?
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody...
Hey, have you checked out that new restaurant downtown?
Yeah, I heard it's really good. Have you been there?
Not yet, but I'm planning to. Do you know how much it costs?
I'm not sure, but I think it's on the pricey side.
Oh, really? I hope it's worth it. I don't mind splurging once in a while.
Me neither. Good food is always worth it. We should definitely give it a try.
Absolutely. Maybe we can go together sometime.
Sounds like a plan. Let's check their menu and see how much it costs first.
Great idea. We'll make sure it fits our budget.
Definitely. Looking forward to it.
Please, Lord, give me a sign.
Can you repeat that?
I was explaining the new project timeline, and I mentioned that we need to finalize the budget by next week.
Wait, can you repeat that? Did you say we need to finalize the budget by next week?
Yes, that's correct. It's part of the new schedule to ensure we stay on track.
That seems like a tight deadline. Can we push it back a bit?
Unfortunately, we can't. The client needs the budget finalized to approve the project funding.
I see. Well, I'll do my best to expedite the process on my end.
Great. I appreciate your cooperation. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Will do. Thanks for clarifying, and I'll get started right away.
Perfect. Let's aim to meet that deadline and keep things moving smoothly.
Cut in, interrupt, or join a conversation or activity.
So, I was telling everyone about the new project we're launching next month and how it will affect our timelines.
Sorry to cut in, but I just received an urgent email from the client. They're requesting some changes to the project scope.
No problem, that's important. Let's hear what the client needs, and we can discuss how it might affect our project.
They want to cut back on a few features to meet their budget constraints, so it might impact our project schedule.
I appreciate you cutting in to update us. We'll need to assess the changes and see if we can accommodate them without delaying the project too much.
Sorry to cut in, but I overheard you talking about project delays. I think we might need to review a resource allocation to meet the new timeline.
Thanks for cutting in with your input. That's a good point. Let's schedule a meeting to discuss these changes and how we can adjust our resources accordingly.
Agreed. We need to address these issues as a team. Thanks for cutting in, Ruby.
You're welcome. It's important to stay on top of project adjustments And I'm always here to help when I can.
Drugs.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about something serious. I've noticed you've been experimenting with drugs lately, and I'm concerned.
Yeah, I've been trying a few things, but it's just for fun. I can handle it.
I understand that it might seem like fun, but drugs can be dangerous. They can have serious consequences for your health and well-being.
I appreciate your concern, but I'm being cautious. I'm not using anything too hardcore.
Even so, it's a slippery slope. Sometimes things can spiral out of control faster than
You think? Have you considered the potential legal issues as well?
I guess I haven't thought about it much. I'll be more careful.
Please, consider seeking support or talking to a counselor if you ever feel like it's getting out of hand. Your safety and well-being are important to me.
Thanks for looking out for me. I'll keep that in mind.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want
I don't believe it.
Did you hear the news? They're canceling the big event next week.
What? No way. I was really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's all over social media. They cited some unexpected issues as the reason.
I don't believe it. They've been planning this for months.
I know, right? It's disappointing.
Well, I hope they can reschedule it or come up with an alternative.
Let's hope so. I don't believe they'd cancel it without a good reason.
True. Let's keep an eye out for updates then.
Making friends.
Hi, I couldn't help but notice we have some common interests. Mind if I join you?
Hi there. Of course. I'd love some company. What interests are you referring to?
I overheard you talking about hiking and reading earlier. Those are two of my favorite things too.
That's awesome. I'm always up for a good hike and a great book. Do you have any favorite hiking spots around here?
Yeah, there are a few nearby trails that I frequent. I'd be happy to show you around sometime.
That sounds fantastic. I'm always looking for new hiking buddies. Thanks for offering.
No problem. And if you ever want to swap book recommendations, I'm your person.
That's great to hear. I think we're off to a good start as friends.
Agreed. Looking forward to some great hikes and book chats together.
In the shoes and cap store.
I really need some new running shoes, but I'm not sure what type is best for me.
Well, it depends on your running style and where you usually run. Do you prefer trails or the road?
Mostly road running. I've had issues with arch support in the past.
Then you should look for shoes with good cushioning and arch support. Maybe a brand like Asics or New Balance.
Oh, These ones feel comfortable. What do you think of the color?
Nice. They look durable too. While we're here, how about a cap for your outdoor runs? It's getting sunny.
That's a good idea. Maybe something lightweight.
Check out these moisture-wicking caps. They're perfect for running in the heat.
This one matches my shoes. I'll take them both. Thanks for the advice.
That's cool.
Hey, did you know I'm taking a trip to Japan next month?
That's cool. Japan is such an amazing place to visit.
Yeah, I've always wanted to explore Tokyo and Kyoto.
Those cities are incredible. You'll have a great time. Have you planned your itinerary?
Not yet, but I'm thinking of starting with Tokyo and then heading to Kyoto.
Smart choice. Tokyo is bustling and has so much to offer.
Any recommendations for must-see places or activities?
You should definitely visit the Tsukiji Fish Market and take a stroll in Harajuku for some unique street fashion.
Thanks for the tips. I'll make sure to check those out.
No problem. Enjoy your trip and all the cool experiences Japan has to offer.
I can't wait. It's going to be an amazing adventure.
Take in, understand or absorb information.
I've been reading this new book, and it's so complex. I can't seem to take in all the information.
I get it. Sometimes you need to read slowly to truly take in the details. What's the book about?
It's a science fiction novel with a lot of futuristic technology and concepts. I feel like I need to read each page twice to fully take in the world building.
Science fiction can be like that, with all the imaginative ideas and jargon. It can be challenging to take it all in.
Yeah, and the author doesn't hold back on descriptions. I appreciate the depth, but it's a lot to take in.
Maybe you should try taking notes or highlighting important parts to help you remember. It could make it easier to take in the material.
That's a good idea. I'll give it a try. How about you? Do you have any tips for taking in complex information like this?
When I'm reading something dense, I break it down into smaller sections and try to summarize each part to help me take in the content better.
That sounds like a helpful approach. Thanks for the advice. I'll definitely give it a shot.
I don't understand.
Can you explain how this new software works?
Sure, it's quite intuitive. First, you need to open the application and log in.
I don't understand. Could you walk me through it step by step?
Of course, after you log in, you'll see the main dashboard with different options.
Hold on, I'm still not following. What do I do to log in?
My apologies. To log in, you'll need to enter your username and password on the login page.
Ah, got it. Please continue.
Once you're logged in, you can navigate the dashboard and access the features you need.
Thanks for clarifying. I appreciate your patience.
No problem at all. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I'm here to help.
That's reassuring. Thanks for your assistance.
Time flies.
Can you believe it's already been a year since we started this project?
I know, time flies. It feels like we just began.
And yet, we've accomplished so much in that time.
It's true. Sometimes I look back and am amazed at how far we've come.
It's a testament to our hard work and dedication.
Definitely. But it also reminds me that we have a lot more to achieve.
That's a good point. We shouldn't rest on our laurels.
Agreed. Let's keep pushing forward and make the next year even more productive.
Time flies, so we should make the most of it.
Absolutely. Here's to another successful year ahead.
Traveling by train.
Do you think we're on the right platform for the 10:30 train to Paris?
Let me check the board again. Yes, it says platform 6, and this is where we are. It should arrive in about 15 minutes.
Great! Did you download the train app? It might have real-time updates in case of any delays.
I do have the app. It's showing on time. We should be good. By the way, did you get a window seat?
Yes, I thought it'd be nice to see the countryside as we travel. I can switch with you if you'd like.
No, it's fine. I brought a book to read. Plus, I'm looking forward to the Cape car. I heard they have good coffee.
That sounds perfect. A nice coffee while watching the scenery sounds like a relaxing trip.
Under the weather, feeling unwell or sick.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world?
Hey, I heard you called in sick yesterday. Are you feeling okay?
Not really. I've been feeling under the weather for a few days now.
That's not good. Have you seen a doctor?
Not yet. I thought I could ride it out, but it's not getting any better.
Maybe you should make an appointment just to be safe. It could be something more serious.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'll schedule one today.
And in the meantime, make sure to get plenty of rest and stay hydrated.
I will. Thanks for the concern.
No problem. Let me know if you need any help with anything while you're not feeling well.
I appreciate that. Hopefully, I'll be back to normal soon.
Take care of yourself and don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything.
That's the way it is.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord.
I heard they're increasing the prices for public transportation again.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It seems like it's getting more expensive every year.
I know, it's tough for commuters. But I guess that's the way it is.
True, there's not much we can do about it.
And did you hear about the new policy at work? They're implementing stricter dress code rules.
Ugh, really? I like the flexibility we had before.
Same here, but it seems they want a more professional image. That's the way it is now.
I suppose we'll have to adapt and update our wardrobes.
It's a bit annoying, but if it's for the company's image, we have to go with it.
You're right. Sometimes, we just have to accept that's the way it is and move on.
Yeah, there's no mercy in this world, just hunger thirsty persons.
Pick out, choose or select something from a group.
Hey, I need your help picking out a gift for my sister's birthday.
Of course, I'd be happy to help. What's she into?
Well, she's a huge bookworm, so I was thinking of getting her a new novel. But there are so many options at the bookstore, I can't decide which one to pick out.
That's a great idea. Let's think about her favorite authors or genres. Do you have any hints from her recent reads?
She's been raving about mystery novels lately, especially by a few specific authors. Maybe I should pick out one of their books.
Sounds like a good plan. How about you give me their names, and we can head to the bookstore and pick out the latest release by one of them?
That's a smart approach. She'll be thrilled to receive a book from one of her favorite authors.
Great! Let's go pick out a bestseller and a beautifully wrapped gift bag to go with it. It'll be a thoughtful present.
Thanks for your help. She's going to love it.
Holiday economy.
The holiday season is here, and I can't help but think about the impact of the holiday economy.
It's an interesting topic. What's on your mind?
Well, it's incredible how much economic activity revolves around this time of year. From shopping to travel and hospitality, it's a major driver of business.
True. The holiday season brings in a significant amount of revenue for retailers, and it provides job opportunities too.
But there's also the pressure it puts on people to spend beyond their means. It's like we're encouraged to buy more and more.
That's a valid concern. It's essential for individuals to set budgets and prioritize spending to avoid financial stress during the holidays.
And let's not forget about the environmental impact. The excess packaging and waste during this season are concerning.
You're right. Sustainability should be a consideration in our holiday celebrations. Supporting eco-friendly initiatives and reducing waste can make a difference.
Agreed. It's a balance between enjoying the holiday spirit and being mindful of its economic and environmental consequences.
Work up, generate or build up enthusiasm or emotions.
You seem pretty excited about the upcoming hiking trip. What's got you so worked up?
I can't help it. The idea of spending a weekend in the mountains just works me up with enthusiasm. I've been looking forward to this for weeks.
I can see the appeal. The fresh air, the beautiful scenery. It can definitely work up a sense of adventure.
Exactly. It's a chance to work up a connection with nature and unwind from the daily grind.
I need to work up the same level of excitement. I've been so caught up in work that I almost forgot about the trip.
Don't worry, there's still time to work up that enthusiasm. Once you start packing and get closer to the departure date, you'll feel it.
You're right. It's time to put work aside and work up some anticipation for this adventure.
That's the spirit. A break from routine and a change of scenery can do wonders to work up positive emotions.
Thanks for reminding me. I'm looking forward to working up some great memories on this trip.
You're welcome. I can't wait to share this experience with you. It's going to be amazing.
House decoration.
I've been thinking about house decoration lately. It's time to give our home a fresh look.
That sounds like a fun project. What kind of changes are you considering?
Well, I want to start with the living room. It feels a bit dull, so I'm thinking of adding some colorful accents and new artwork.
That could really brighten up the space. Have you decided on a color palette or any specific themes?
I'm leaning towards a combination of blues and yellows to create a cozy and inviting atmosphere. As for themes, something nature-inspired might be nice.
Sounds lovely. And don't forget about lighting. It can make a big difference in setting the mood.
Good point. I'll look into some unique lighting options too. Do you have any suggestions?
Consider pendant lights or flare lamps to create a warm ambience. Plus, they can be stylish additions to the decor.
Thanks for the ideas. I'm excited to start this house decoration project and make our home more comfortable and visually appealing.
Run out of, deplete the supply of something.
Oh, we're about to run out of milk.
Seriously? We just bought some yesterday. I can't believe we're already running out.
I know, it seems like we run out of milk so quickly these days. I guess we're using it for coffee, cereal, and cooking.
True, we should try to use it more sparingly. Do we have any backups in the pantry?
I think we have a can of powdered milk, but it's not the same. We should add it to the grocery list so we don't run out again.
Good idea. And speaking of the grocery list, we're also about to run out of toilet paper. We need to stock up on that too.
Right, it's always frustrating when we run out of essential items like toilet paper. Let's make sure we don't forget it at the store.
Agreed. We don't want to run out of the basics. I'll add both milk and toilet paper to the list.
Perfect. It'll be a relief not to run out of those necessities again.
Blow up, explode or become very angry.
I heard there was an accident at the gas station last night. What happened?
Yeah, it was pretty scary. One of the fuel tanks had a leak, and it almost blew up. Fortunately, the fire department arrived in time to prevent it.
That's a relief. A fuel tank blowing up would have been a disaster. How did they manage to contain it?
They acted quickly, shut off the pumps, and evacuated the area. It could have been so much worse if they hadn't.
I can't even imagine the panic that must have caused. It's incredible how well they handled it.
Indeed, they did a great job. It's in situations like that when you realize the importance of emergency preparedness.
Absolutely. So, what happened to the gas station owner? Did they blow up with anger about the situation?
Surprisingly, no. They were very understanding and grateful that the damage was minimal. They didn't blow up with anger at all, which was a pleasant surprise.
Well, that's good to hear. It's a testament to their calm demeanor in a crisis.
Definitely. They handled the situation well without blowing up in anger.
Cut back, Reduce or decrease something, often expenses.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Have you heard about the recent increase in our utility bills?
Yes, it's getting out of hand. We need to cut back on our energy consumption.
I agree. It's essential to cut back on our electricity usage to save some money. Maybe we can start turning off lights when we're not in a room.
That's a good idea. We should also cut back on heating when we're not at home. It's a simple way to reduce our expenses.
And we can cut back on water usage too. Shorter showers and fixing any leaks can help.
Excellent point. We'll need to cut back on all these unnecessary expenses to balance our budget.
Speaking of budget, we should cut back on dining out too. Cooking at home can save a lot.
You're right. We have to cut back on those restaurant visits and make more meals at home.
It won't be easy, but if we cut back on all these areas, we can start saving more and be more financially responsible.
I'm willing to make the effort to cut back and get our finances in order. It's a necessary step.
Agreed. Let's commit to cut back on these expenses and work toward our financial goals.
You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. Achieving something often requires sacrifices or hardships.
The process of starting a new business is tough, isn't it?
It definitely is. You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs.
True, but it feels like we're sacrificing a lot to get this off the ground.
Well, that's the nature of entrepreneurship. Success often demands hard work and sacrifices.
I just hope it's all worth it in the end.
It can be challenging, but the satisfaction of building something of your own can be very rewarding.
I guess you're right. We knew it wouldn't be easy when we started.
Exactly. Keep pushing through the difficulties, and eventually, we'll reap the rewards.
Thanks for the encouragement. Let's keep breaking those eggs and make the best omelet we can.
That's the spirit. We'll get there, one step at a time.
It's a long shot.
I've been thinking about applying for that prestigious scholarship.
That's an impressive opportunity, but isn't it incredibly competitive?
It is. Honestly, it's a long shot, but I want to give it a try.
It's great to aim high, but do you have a plan in case it doesn't work out?
Absolutely. I'm also looking into other financial options for my education. This scholarship is a dream, but I won't put all my eggs in one basket.
That's a wise approach. It's essential to have a backup plan.
I know, but I don't want to regret not trying for this scholarship.
I admire your determination. Just remember, even if it doesn't work out, it doesn't define your worth or potential.
Thanks for the support. I'm aware it's a long shot, but it's a shot worth taking.
I'm rooting for you and your pursuit of this opportunity. You never know, sometimes long shots pay off.
Let's hang out.
Hey, it's been a while since we caught up.
Yeah, it has. How have you been?
I've been good, but I miss our old hangouts.
Me too. We should definitely make plans soon.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Let's hang out this weekend.
Sounds like a plan. Any ideas on what we could do?
Well, the weather is nice, so maybe a hike or a picnic in the park.
That sounds great. Let's do the hike in the morning and the picnic in the afternoon.
Perfect. I'll bring some snacks, and you can pick a good hiking trail.
Deal. Can't wait to catch up and spend some quality time.
Likewise. It's been long overdue.
Take your time.
I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed with this project. The deadline is approaching, and there's so much to do.
I understand how stressful it can be. But remember, it's essential to stay organized and prioritize tasks.
I know, but I'm worried I won't finish on time.
Don't rush things. Take your time to plan and execute each step. Quality is more important than speed.
You're right. I need to focus on doing it right.
Exactly. And if you need any help or have questions along the way, don't hesitate to ask.
Thanks for your support. I appreciate it.
No problem at all. We're here to help each other succeed. Take your time, and you'll get through it.
I'll do my best. Thanks again for the advice.
Anytime. You've got this.
Carry out, execute or complete a task or plan.
We have a lot to do before the big event next week. How are we going to carry out all these tasks?
I know it seems overwhelming, but if we break it down into smaller steps, we can carry out the preparations one at a time.
That's a good strategy. Let's make a list of everything we need to carry out and delegate responsibilities.
Great idea. I'll carry out the task of coordinating with the catering service, and you can carry out arranging the decorations.
Perfect. That way, we can ensure we carry out each task efficiently, and nothing falls through the cracks.
Also, we should carry out a run-through of the event to check for any last-minute issues.
Agreed. We should carry out a final check of the venue, the seating arrangements, and the technical equipment.
And don't forget to carry out a review of the schedule to ensure everything runs smoothly.
It's going to be a busy week, but I'm confident that if we stick to the plan and carry out our tasks diligently, the event will be a success.
Absolutely. Let's carry out this plan and make sure everything goes off without a hitch.
I'm not sure.
Have you decided where you want to go for your summer vacation this year?
I'm not sure.
Well, you have plenty of options. Do you prefer a beach destination or something more adventurous?
I'm really torn. Part of me wants a relaxing beach getaway, but another part wants to explore new places.
How about a compromise? You could go to a destination that offers both beach relaxation and some exciting activities.
That sounds like a good idea. Any suggestions?
How about Bali? It has beautiful beaches, and you can also explore the culture and go hiking.
Bali does sound interesting. I'll look into it.
Great. Let me know if you need help planning or more information.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
I'll keep you posted once I make up my mind.
No rush. Take your time deciding what suits you best.
Backup, provide support or verification.
I've been working on this project for weeks, and I feel like I've hit a roadblock. Can you back me up on this?
Of course, I'd be happy to back you up. What do you need help with?
I need some data to support the findings I've presented. I've checked my sources, but it would be great if you could back up the numbers I've gathered with your research.
I have some relevant data that could back up your claims. I'll send it over to you so you can incorporate it into your presentation.
Thanks, that would be a huge help. It's essential to back up our conclusions with solid evidence.
I completely agree. It's crucial to have a well-supported argument when presenting findings.
With your data to back me up, I'm confident our project will be well received.
I'm glad I can back you up on this. Teamwork and collaboration can make a significant difference in the success of a project.
Absolutely, and your willingness to back me up means a lot. Let's make this presentation a success together.
Color preference.
I'm redecorating my living room and can't decide on the color scheme. What do you think about blue and gray?
Blue and gray can be very calming. They're great for a living space. What shade of blue were you thinking?
Maybe a soft sky blue. I don't want anything too dark. I want the room to feel airy and light.
Sky blue would be nice. It pairs well with gray, especially a lighter gray. It'll keep the room bright.
True, and I can add some white accents, maybe in the curtains or cushions, to brighten it up more.
That sounds lovely. White will definitely add a fresh feel. Are you going to add any other colors?
I was thinking of some natural green plants. They should bring some life to the room.
Absolutely. Plants make everything better. Your living room is going to look great.
Break up, end a romantic relationship or separate a group.
I heard that Sarah and Mark decided to break up. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, it's surprising. They seemed like a great couple. Do you know what led to the breakup?
From what I've heard, it was a gradual thing. They've been having issues for a while, and it finally reached a point where they couldn't work things out.
That's always tough to hear about a breakup. I hope they both find happiness apart.
I do too. Sometimes, it's necessary to break up in order to find what's best for both individuals.
It's true. Relationships can be complicated. Speaking of break ups, I heard there might be a breakup within the band we both like.
Really? That would be a huge disappointment. I hope it's just a rumor.
Let's hope so. It'd be sad to see the group break up, especially after all the great music they've made.
Yeah, it's always heartbreaking when a favorite band decides to break up.
Fingers crossed it's just a rumor, and they continue making music together.
Agreed. Let's hope this potential breakup doesn't happen.
Checking in before boarding a plane.
Hey, have you got your boarding pass and ID ready? We should check in now. Our flight's in 2 hours.
Yeah, I have them right here. Did you download the airline's app? It's supposed to make check-in faster.
I did, but I prefer having a printed boarding pass just in case my phone dies. How about luggage? Are we going to check any bags?
I think we can stick to carry-ons. Keeps things simpler, and we avoid the weight at baggage claim. Have you double-checked the size and weight limits?
Yes, we're within limits. Remember to keep your liquids in a clear bag and anything valuable or essential in your personal item, not the overhead bin.
Got it. Oh, and I read online that our terminal has some nice shops and cafes. We should have some time to explore after security.
Sounds good. Let's get checked in and breeze through security. Maybe grab a coffee before boarding?
Agreeing and disagreeing.
Have you seen the latest movie everyone's talking about?
Yeah, I watched it last night. I thought it was amazing.
Really? I heard mixed reviews and thought it was overrated.
Well, I can see why some might think that, but I personally love the storyline and the acting.
Fair enough. Different strokes for different folks, I guess.
True, it's all a matter of personal taste.
Speaking of taste, have you tried that new restaurant downtown?
Oh yes, I went there last week. The food was delicious and the ambience was great.
I went there too, and I was quite disappointed. I found the portion small for the price.
That's interesting. I thought the portion size was just right for the quality.
Well, it's funny how different our perspectives can be on things like this.
Absolutely, but that's what makes life interesting, right? Different opinions and experiences.
Hold up, delay or hinder progress.
Hey, I heard the project deadline got pushed back again. What happened?
Yeah, it's frustrating. We hit a major setback that's going to hold up the entire process. One of our key team members got sick, and we can't move forward without their expertise.
That's unfortunate. Is there any way to mitigate the delay or find a temporary replacement?
We're exploring our options, but it's a complex role, and finding a suitable replacement won't be easy. We're also considering outsourcing some of the work to keep things moving as best as we can.
It's tough when unforeseen circumstances hold up a project. How are you planning to communicate the delay to the client?
We're drafting an email to explain the situation and the revised timeline. We'll be as transparent as possible and hope the client understands.
That sounds like a reasonable approach. These delays can be stressful, but good communication is key. If you need any help during this holdup, don't hesitate to ask.
Thanks, I appreciate your support. We'll do our best to keep the client informed and minimize the impact of this unexpected holdup on the project.
Turn a blind eye, to ignore or pretend not to notice something, often something that should be addressed.
Have you noticed that our neighbor's dog barks all night?
Yeah, it's been going on for weeks. It's really annoying.
I think they're aware of it but just turn a blind eye to the problem.
Maybe they don't realize how disruptive it is. Should we talk to them about it?
I'm not sure. We don't want to create any tension, but it's affecting our sleep.
True. But if we don't address it, it might continue. Maybe we can approach it diplomatically?
That's a good idea. We could politely mention it to them and see if they can do something about it.
Yeah, let's give it a try. It's better than continuing to suffer through sleepless nights.
Agreed. We'll be considerate but not turn a blind eye to the issue.
Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Don't discard valuable or useful things when getting rid of the unnecessary.
We're redesigning our website, and I think we need a complete overhaul.
Hold on. Before you throw the baby out with the bathwater, let's assess what's working.
But the whole design looks outdated and cluttered.
Sure, but there might be valuable content or features we should keep.
I see your point. We've invested a lot in the current content.
Exactly. Let's identify what's still relevant and useful to our users.
Okay, we'll salvage the valuable content and functionalities, but the overall look definitely needs a refresh.
Agreed. We can modernize the design while preserving what's valuable.
Thanks for the reminder. It's essential not to lose sight of what's working in the pursuit of something new.
You're welcome. Sometimes, a balance between innovation and preservation is the way to go.
Let's work on this redesign with that principle in mind.
That's a good idea.
I was thinking of rearranging the furniture in the living room.
That's a good idea. It could give the room a fresh look.
Yeah, I feel like it's been the same for a while, and I want to change.
What are you thinking of moving around?
Maybe shifting the couch to the other side and putting the bookshelf against that wall.
That could work. It might open up the space a bit.
And I was thinking of adding some new decor, like some colorful throw pillows.
That's a good idea too. It'll add a pop of color.
Great, I'll start planning it out. Thanks for the input.
No problem. Let me know if you need any help with it.
Be off, leave or depart, especially on a journey.
I heard you're planning a trip to Europe. When are you going to be off?
Yeah, I've been looking forward to it for a while. I'm going to be off next month. Can't wait to explore new places.
That sounds exciting. Have you planned out your itinerary?
Most of it is sorted out. I have a rough plan, but I'm leaving some room for spontaneity. It's always nice to have some flexibility when you're off traveling.
Absolutely. Being open to new experiences is the best way to make the most of your trip. Where are you going to be off to first?
I'll be off to London first. I'll spend a few days there, then head to Paris, and from there, I'll see where the adventure takes me.
London and Paris are fantastic cities to start your journey. Enjoy the local cuisine and soak in the culture while you're off exploring.
Thanks. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be sure to keep you updated on my adventures while I'm off traveling.
Please do. I can't wait to hear about your experiences. Have a safe and amazing trip when you're off next month.
Job hopping.
I've been thinking about job hopping lately. It seems like a lot of people are doing it.
Yeah, it's becoming more common. What's making you consider it?
Well, I've been in my current job for a few years, and I'm starting to feel a bit stagnant. I'm wondering if I should explore new opportunities to advance my career.
Job hopping can be a way to gain new experiences and skills, but it also comes with risks, like potential instability and employers questioning your commitment. Have you thought about what you want in your next role?
That's a good point. I'm still figuring that out. I don't want to jump into something just for the sake of it.
It's essential to have a clear plan and understand your career goals before making any moves. Consider talking to a career counselor or mentor to help you make an informed decision.
Thanks for the advice. I'll take some time to reflect and weigh the pros and cons of job hopping before making any decisions.
It's all over the place.
Have you seen the current state of the office? It's all over the place.
I know, right? It's been chaotic for a while now. What's going on?
Well, it's partly because of the construction work outside, and then there's the ongoing reorganization inside the building.
Ugh, the noise from the construction is driving me crazy. And the constant shifting of departments is so disorienting.
Tell me about it. I can barely find my way around anymore. It's affecting our productivity too.
Yeah, it's hard to focus when everything is so scattered.
Hopefully, once the construction is done and the reorganization settles, things will get back to normal.
I hope so. It's been a real challenge to keep things on track during this chaos.
I totally agree. We'll have to be patient and adapt for now.
That's all we can do. Let's hope for some order in the near future.
Keep up with, stay informed about, or maintain pace with.
Hey, I noticed you've been really busy at work lately. How do you manage to keep up with all your tasks?
It's been a bit overwhelming, to be honest. I've been using a task management tool to help me keep up with my to-do list and deadlines.
That's a smart approach. It can be challenging to keep up with work demands, especially when things get hectic. Any tips for staying organized?
Well, I try to prioritize my tasks and break them into smaller, manageable chunks. It's also important to keep up with communication, so I regularly check emails and messages to avoid missing any important updates.
Communication is crucial in our field. How about staying current with industry trends and news? Do you find time for that?
It's a challenge, but I make an effort to keep up with industry news by setting aside some time each day to read relevant articles and follow industry influencers on social media. It's essential to stay informed.
You're juggling a lot, but it's clear that you're determined to keep up with your responsibilities and stay on top of things. I'm impressed with your dedication.
Thanks. It's not easy, but I believe it's the key to success in our line of work. Staying organized and informed helps me keep up with the fast pace of the industry.
Cut off, disconnect, or remove something abruptly.
Have you heard from John lately? I tried calling him, but it went straight to voicemail.
Yeah, he's been having some phone issues. His service provider cut off his connection due to some billing problems.
That's frustrating. How did that happen? Did he not pay his bills on time?
Apparently, there was an issue with his auto payment setup. It got cut off, and he didn't notice until he lost service.
That's unfortunate. It's easy for things like that to slip through the cracks.
Exactly. It's a good reminder to double-check our automatic payments and make sure they don't get cut off unexpectedly.
Agreed. I'll review mine too. It can be quite inconvenient when your services get cut off, especially when you rely on your phone for work and communication.
John had to spend quite some time sorting it out with the provider to get his service cut back on.
I can imagine the hassle. Hopefully, he's got it all resolved now.
Yeah, he's back online. But it was a good lesson on the importance of keeping an eye on those bills to prevent getting cut off.
I can't take it anymore.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody...
Have you heard about the new changes in the company policies?
Yeah, it seems like they keep adding more and more rules.
I know what you mean. I can't take it anymore. It feels so restrictive.
Tell me about it. It's like they want to control every aspect of our work.
And the constant meetings and reports. It's overwhelming.
I can't take it anymore either. It's affecting our productivity.
I've been thinking about talking to HR or our supervisor about it.
That might be a good idea. Maybe they'll listen and reconsider some of these changes.
Yeah, let's give it a try. This situation is becoming unbearable.
Agreed. Something needs to change.
Like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody...
Take it easy.
I heard you've been stressing about the upcoming presentation.
Yeah, it's just a lot to handle right now. You know.
I get it. Remember, it's important, but don't let it consume you. Take it easy.
Thanks, I needed to hear that. I've been overthinking every detail.
Overthinking can make things worse. Just focus on the main points, and you'll do great.
You're right. I'll try to simplify it. By the way, how's your project coming along?
It's getting there, but I also need to take it easy. I don't want to burn out.
Wise words. We should both remember to find some balance.
Absolutely. Let's tackle these challenges step by step. Take it easy, and we'll conquer them.
I have to jump through hoops.
You won't believe what I have to do for this project. It's like I have to jump through hoops just to make it happen.
That sounds incredibly challenging. What's causing all the extra work?
Well, there are so many bureaucratic hurdles to clear. I need approvals from multiple departments, and it feels like a never-ending process.
That does sound frustrating. Have you tried talking to anyone to streamline the process?
I've been in constant communication with my supervisor, but it's still quite the ordeal.
Hang in there. It might get easier as you go. Is there anything I can do to help?
Thanks, I appreciate the offer. For now, I think I just need to keep pushing through and following the protocol.
I completely understand. Sometimes these situations test our patience and resilience.
They sure do. I just hope it'll all be worth it in the end.
I'm rooting for you, and I know you'll pull it off, even if you have to jump through a few more hoops.
Thanks for the encouragement. It means a lot.
I'm running late.
Hey, are you almost here? We were supposed to meet for lunch at 12:30?
I'm running late. I got caught up in a meeting that's running over time.
No worries, things happen. How much longer do you think you'll be?
It might take me another 20 minutes to wrap things up here.
All right, I'll grab a table and order something in the meantime.
Thanks for understanding. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Take your time, no rush. We'll still have plenty of time to catch up.
I appreciate your patience. I'll let you know once I'm on my way.
Sure thing. Looking forward to seeing you when you get here.
Thanks. I'll be there soon.
Settle for, accept something less than desired.
I heard you didn't get that job you interviewed for. What happened?
Yeah, it's disappointing. I didn't get the offer, but they said I was their second choice.
That's tough. Are you going to keep looking for something better, or settle for this other job you mentioned earlier?
I'm still not sure. I don't want to settle for a job I'm not passionate about, but the bills are piling up, and I need a paycheck.
It's a tough spot to be in. Sometimes we have to settle for something temporarily, while we continue the search for the ideal job.
You're right. I might have to settle for the other job just to make ends meet. It's not my dream job, but I can keep looking for something better while I'm there.
It's a practical approach. At least it'll provide some financial stability while you explore other opportunities.
Yeah, and who knows, maybe I'll discover that I like it more than I initially thought. I won't settle for complacency. I'll keep striving for my dream job.
That's the spirit. Don't give up on your goals, even if you have to settle for a temporary solution.
Make out, see or understand something, often in a challenging context.
I had a hard time following that lecture today.
Yeah, it was pretty complex. Did you make out what the professor was trying to say?
Not entirely. Some parts were clear, but there were moments when I got lost.
I know what you mean. I think the professor tends to make things more complicated than necessary.
Right. It's like they're trying to impress us with their knowledge, but it just confuses me.
I agree. Sometimes I have to go back and read the textbook to make out the concepts.
That's a good strategy. I should do that too. But the terminology they use is so technical.
It is, but breaking it down and going over it multiple times helps. Do you want to study together for the next lecture?
That would be great. Two heads are better than one when trying to make out this material.
Absolutely. We'll figure it out together.
Turnout, produce or result in a particular way.
The dinner party was a big success last night.
I'm glad to hear that. How did it turn out?
It turned out better than I expected. Everyone seemed to enjoy the food and the company.
That's fantastic. What did you serve?
I made a few different dishes, but the lasagna turned out to be the crowd favorite.
I'm not surprised. Your lasagna always turns out so delicious.
Thanks. I'm happy it turned out well. It was a lot of work, but it was worth it.
I'm sure it was. Did the weather cooperate for the outdoor setup?
It did, luckily. The forecast had been iffy, but it turned out to be a beautiful evening.
That's a relief. Sometimes, unpredictable weather can turn a gathering into a disaster.
It can indeed, but we lucked out. Overall, it turned out to be a wonderful evening, and I'm grateful for everyone who came.
I'm glad it turned out so well. It's always nice to have a successful dinner party.
To be a Soho.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a...
I've been thinking about making the leap to become a Soho worker.
That's a big decision. What's prompting the change?
Well, the idea of having more flexibility and avoiding the daily commute is really appealing. Plus, it could save me money in the long run.
Those are some great advantages, but there are challenges too. Have you considered the potential isolation and distractions when working from home?
Absolutely, that's my main concern. I might miss the social aspect of the office, and I know staying focused at home can be tough.
You can mitigate that by setting up a dedicated workspace, creating a schedule, and making an effort to stay connected with colleagues virtually.
Good points. Also, I've heard about tax implications for Soho businesses. Any advice there?
It's important to research tax regulations in your area and consider consulting with a tax professional to ensure you're compliant and taking advantage of any available deductions.
Thanks for the tips. It's a big step, but I'm eager to explore the Soho lifestyle.
I get rid of the devils, they think that I am a rebel. I think they want me to settle, there's nobody on my...
Back to the drawing board, to start over after a failure or unsuccessful attempt.
Our latest marketing campaign didn't yield the results we expected.
It's disappointing, but I guess it's back to the drawing board.
Yeah, we need to rethink our strategy and come up with something more effective.
Let's analyze what worked and what didn't, and learn from this experience.
Agreed. We can't afford to keep repeating the same mistakes.
Maybe it's time to consult with a marketing expert or gather some fresh ideas from the team.
That's a good idea. We might need an outside perspective to find a winning strategy.
We have to adapt and keep trying until we achieve our goals.
Failure is just a part of the process. We'll get there eventually.
Absolutely. Let's use this setback as an opportunity to improve.
Thanks for the encouragement. Let's get brainstorming and find a better approach.
To study abroad.
Hey, I've been thinking about studying abroad next semester.
Really? That sounds exciting. Any particular destination in mind?
I'm leaning towards Spain. The culture, language, and the opportunity to travel across Europe are also appealing.
Spain is a fantastic choice. Have you started researching universities there?
Yes, I've been looking into several options. Barcelona and Madrid seem like great cities to study in. Do you have any recommendations?
Barcelona and Madrid are excellent choices, but it also depends on your field of study. Barcelona has a strong focus on arts and sciences, while Madrid offers a wide range of programs. You should consider the specific courses and universities that align with your academic goals.
Good point. I'm also concerned about the cost of living. Any tips on managing expenses?
It's important to create a budget and explore scholarships or part-time job opportunities. Additionally, you can look into student accommodations or shared housing to reduce living expenses.
Thanks for the advice. I'm excited about the adventure, but nervous about being far from home.
It's completely normal to feel that way. Studying abroad is a transformative experience, and you'll gain valuable skills and memories. Don't forget to stay connected with family and friends through calls and visits.
I appreciate the support and advice. I think I'm ready to take the plunge and make this dream a reality.
Traffic jams.
Ugh, I got stuck in another traffic jam today. It seems like it's getting worse every day.
Tell me about it. Traffic congestion can be so frustrating. What route were you on?
I was on the freeway, and it was just bumper to bumper for miles. It added an extra hour to my commute.
That's rough. Have you considered using public transportation or carpooling to avoid these daily traffic nightmares?
I have, but public transportation doesn't work well for my schedule, and finding a reliable carpool is challenging.
It's a common problem in urban areas. Maybe it's time for some city planning improvements to alleviate traffic congestion and invest in better public transportation options.
I couldn't agree more. Less traffic would make our lives so much easier and reduce environmental impact.
Absolutely. Let's hope our city takes some action soon to tackle these never-ending traffic jams.
Asking and giving directions.
Excuse me, can you help me find the nearest subway station?
Of course. You're currently at the corner of Elm Street and Main Street. To get to the subway, just walk straight down Elm Street for about 2 blocks. You'll see the station entrance on your left.
Got it, thank you. And how long does it take to get to downtown from there?
From this station, it'll take you approximately 15 minutes to reach downtown. Trains run pretty frequently during this time of day, so you shouldn't have to wait long.
That's perfect. Thanks for the directions.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions or need further help, don't hesitate to ask.
Thanks again, you've been a big help. Have a great day.
You too. Safe travels.
I have to hit the hay.
Hey, it's getting late. I think I have to hit the hay soon.
I totally get that. It's been a long day. Need to rest up for tomorrow.
Yeah, and I have an early meeting, so I better get a good night's sleep.
It's always better to be well rested for those morning commitments.
I've got a lot on my plate this week, so I need all the energy I can get.
Makes sense. Don't forget to set your alarm so you don't oversleep.
I've already set it. Thanks for the reminder.
No problem. Sweet dreams, and I hope you wake up feeling refreshed.
You too. Have a good night and take care.
Thanks. Good night.
Turn in, go to bed or submit something.
It's getting late, and I have an early meeting tomorrow. I think I'm going to turn in for the night.
Good call. You should get some rest. I have to turn in early too, as I have a busy day ahead.
Before I turn in, I need to finish this report and turn it in to my boss. It's due first thing in the morning.
Oh, that's cutting it close. Make sure to proofread it before you turn it in.
Don't worry, I've been working on it for days. It's just about ready to turn in.
Great, I hope it goes well. After I turn in, I'm planning to read for a while to unwind before going to sleep.
That's a good idea. I'll do some light reading after I turn in my report too.
Well, it's time for me to turn in. Good luck with your report, and get a good night's sleep.
You too. I'll turn in as soon as I'm done with this, and hopefully, I'll be well prepared for the meeting. Good night.
Take up, begin a new hobby or activity.
I've been thinking about finding a new hobby to take up in my free time.
That's a great idea. There are so many options out there. Any particular interests in mind?
I used to play the guitar when I was younger, and I think I'd like to take it up again.
That's fantastic. Playing the guitar can be a wonderful way to unwind and express yourself. Do you still have your old guitar?
Unfortunately, I don't. I'll need to buy a new one, but I'm excited to take up playing again.
It's a worthwhile investment. And there are plenty of online tutorials and courses to help you get back into it.
Yes, I've been looking into online lessons. It's amazing how technology has made it easier to take up a new hobby.
Definitely. You'll find a wealth of resources to support your journey. Plus, it's a great way to meet like-minded people in the music community.
I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for the encouragement. I can't wait to take up the guitar and get back to making music.
You're welcome. Enjoy the process of taking up your hobby and rediscovering your passion for playing.
Look up to, respect or admire someone.
You know, I really look up to my grandfather.
That's lovely. What is it about him that you admire so much?
Well, he has this incredible work ethic. He's been a farmer all his life, and he's never complained about hard work or bad weather. I've learned a lot from him.
That's impressive. I can see why you look up to him.
And he's also very compassionate. He's always helping out neighbors, and friends when they're in need. I strive to be as giving as he is.
It sounds like he's had a significant impact on your values and character.
Absolutely. He's one of the reasons I decided to pursue a career in agriculture. I want to honor his legacy.
I'm sure he's proud of you for that. It's a wonderful way to show your respect and admiration for him.
I hope so. He's the kind of person I aspire to be like, hardworking, kind, and always ready to lend a hand.
It's great to have such a positive role model in your life.
Tenants.
I've been having some issues with my tenants lately. It's becoming quite frustrating.
That's tough. What's been going on?
Well, they've been consistently late with their rent, and I've had to chase after them for payments.
Late rent can be a headache. Have you considered having a clear lease agreement with consequences for late payments?
I do have a lease, but maybe it's time to revise it and make those consequences more explicit.
Also, regular communication is key. Try having a conversation with your tenants about the importance of timely payments and see if you can work out a solution together.
Good advice. On top of that, there have been some maintenance issues that they haven't reported promptly, causing more extensive damage.
You should emphasize the importance of reporting issues right away to prevent further damage and costly repairs.
I appreciate your input. Managing tenants can be challenging, but I'll take your advice into consideration to improve the situation.
Pass out, lose consciousness, or distribute something.
Did you see what happened at the party last night?
I heard it got wild. I left early, so I missed most of it. What went down?
Well, Sarah had a bit too much to drink and ended up passing out on the couch.
Oh no, is she okay? I hope someone took care of her.
Yeah, her friends were there, and they made sure she was safe. They even grabbed a blanket and passed it out to her.
That's good to hear. I'm glad she had friends looking out for her.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. But that wasn't the only thing. Someone also passed out party favors to all the guests.
Party favors. That sounds like a fun touch to the party.
It was. They passed out little gift bags with candies and small trinkets to everyone as a thank you for coming.
That's a nice way to show appreciation to the guests. I'm sorry I missed all the excitement.
Don't worry. There will be plenty of opportunities for more parties in the future.
How's your day been?
Hey there, how's your day been?
It's been pretty good. Thanks for asking. How about yours?
Not too bad, got a lot of work done. Anything interesting happen on your end?
Well, I had a productive morning, but I hit a bit of a snag in the afternoon with some technical issues.
Oh, that's frustrating. Did you manage to resolve them?
Yeah, eventually. It just took a bit longer than expected.
I know how that goes. Sometimes technology can be a real headache.
Tell me about it. Anyway, it's all sorted now. What are your plans for the evening?
Just going to relax at home? Maybe catch up on some reading. How about you?
I'm meeting some friends for dinner later. Should be a nice way to wind down.
Sounds like a good time. Enjoy your evening.
Thanks, you too.
Making and answering phone call.
Hello.
Hey, it's me. How are you doing?
Oh, hey. I'm good, just catching up on some work. What's up?
I was wondering if you're free this weekend. I thought we could go hiking.
That sounds awesome. I've been wanting to get outdoors. Yeah, I'm definitely up for it. What time are you thinking?
How about Saturday morning around 9 a.m.? We can meet at the trailhead.
Perfect, that works for me. Should I bring anything?
Just some water and snacks, and maybe a hat. It might get sunny.
Got it. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for thinking of me.
No problem. Can't wait for some fresh air and good company. See you Saturday.
See you then.
What do you think?
I've been considering switching to a new project management software for our team.
That could be a good idea. What do you think?
Well, I've researched a few options, and one seems to have better features, but it's slightly more expensive.
I see. Have you discussed it with the team to get their input?
Not yet. I wanted to gather some information before bringing it up. What do you think?
It's essential to involve the team in the decision-making process. They might have insights or preferences that you haven't considered.
That's a valid point. I'll set up a meeting to discuss the options with the team and get their input.
Sounds like a good plan. Collaborative decisions often lead to better outcomes.
Thanks for your advice. I appreciate it.
No problem. What do you think our next steps should be?
Let's schedule that team meeting and take it from there.
Wait on, serve or attend to someone.
Have you ever worked in a restaurant?
Yes, I used to wait on tables during college. It was a good job to make some extra money.
What was the most challenging part of waiting on customers?
I think the most challenging aspect was dealing with difficult customers. Some people can be really demanding.
I can imagine. How did you handle it?
I tried to stay calm and polite, no matter what. It's important to wait on all customers with a smile and good service.
That's a good approach. Customer service can make or break a dining experience.
Absolutely. It's essential to wait on customers efficiently and make them feel welcome. It encourages repeat business.
Did you have any memorable experiences while waiting on tables?
Oh, for sure. There were many. I had some great regular customers and some not so great ones. But overall, it was a valuable experience.
I can see how it would teach you a lot about customer service and patience.
Definitely. It's an excellent job to learn how to wait on and interact with people from all walks of life.
Individual initiative.
I've been thinking a lot about the importance of individual initiative lately.
That's an interesting topic. What sparked your interest in it?
I believe that individual initiative is the driving force behind personal growth and societal progress. It's about taking responsibility for our actions and not just relying on others or waiting for opportunities to come our way.
I agree. It's about proactively creating opportunities and taking charge of our lives. But how can we encourage more people to embrace it?
Education and mentorship can play a significant role. Teaching individuals to think critically, set goals, and persevere can empower them to take initiative. Mentorship can provide guidance and support.
Absolutely. Fostering a culture of innovation and risk-taking can also promote individual initiative in workplaces and communities. It's about creating an environment where people feel encouraged to take ownership of their ideas and projects.
Precisely. When individuals take initiative, they can drive positive change and make a real difference in their lives and the world around them.
It's an inspiring perspective, and I couldn't agree more.
Get by, manage to survive or cope with a situation.
Hey, how have you been lately? I heard you lost your job.
Yeah, it's been tough. I've been trying to get by with odd jobs here and there. Freelancing, you know.
Freelancing can be challenging, but at least you're not giving up. How are you managing financially?
Well, I'm cutting back on expenses and trying to get by on a tight budget. I'm also looking into government assistance programs.
That's a good idea. It's important to use every resource available when you're in a tough spot. Have you considered updating your resume and actively job searching too?
Absolutely. I've been revamping my resume and reaching out to my network for job leads. It's not easy, but I'm determined to get by and eventually land a stable job.
That's the spirit. I'm here for you if you need any help or support along the way. We'll get through this together.
Thanks, I really appreciate it. Your encouragement means a lot, and I'm confident I'll get by and come out stronger on the other side.
That's awesome.
Hey, have you heard the news? I got the job I interviewed for.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm really excited about it. It's a great opportunity.
I'm so happy for you. When do you start?
They want me to join next month, so I have some time to prepare.
That's perfect. Gives you some time to wrap things up at your current job.
Exactly. It's going to be a busy few weeks, but it's all worth it.
No doubt about that. This is a big step in your career.
Thanks for your support. I couldn't have done it without your encouragement.
You earned it all on your own, but I'm here to cheer you on. That's awesome news, indeed.
I appreciate that. It means a lot to me.
Call on, visit or request someone to do something.
I've been meaning to call on my friend Sarah. It's been ages since we last caught up.
That sounds like a great idea. It's always nice to call on old friends and reconnect.
Yes, I miss her. I'll call on her this weekend and see if she's available to meet up.
I'm sure she'd appreciate it. It's wonderful when friends call on each other, especially when time has passed.
It is. I also need to call on my neighbor to ask if they can water my plants while I'm away on vacation next week.
It's thoughtful of you to arrange for someone to call on your plants. They'll appreciate it.
I like to make sure everything is taken care of when I'm away. I'll call on them later today and discuss the details.
That's responsible planning. It's always better to call on someone reliable for such tasks.
Absolutely. When we call on trusted friends and neighbors, it gives us peace of mind.
It does, and it helps strengthen those relationships. Let me know how both your calls go.
Will do, and maybe after I return from my trip, I can call on you, and we can catch up too.
I'd love that. Feel free to call on me anytime.
I have to get my act together.
Hey, I've been thinking a lot lately. I really need to get my act together.
Oh, I totally get where you're coming from. What's been going on?
Well, work's been piling up, and I've been procrastinating way too much. I need to be more organized and productive.
It happens to the best of us. Have you thought about a plan to turn things around?
Yeah, I've started making a to-do list every day. I'm also thinking of setting specific goals and deadlines for myself.
That's a great start. Maybe you could try breaking your tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. It can make the process less overwhelming.
Good idea. I think I'll also cut down on distractions, like spending less time on social media.
Excellent. Remember, it's a process. Don't be too hard on yourself if you slip up. Just keep pushing forward.
Thanks for the advice and support. I really appreciate it. I'm determined to make positive changes.
You've got this. I'm here to help you stay on track.
I have to watch my back.
You won't believe what happened at work today.
What's going on?
There's some serious office politics, and I feel like I have to watch my back constantly.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Any idea who's involved?
Not exactly, but there's a lot of competition for that promotion, and some people aren't playing fair.
Yikes, that's tough. How are you handling it?
I'm trying to be cautious and document everything, just in case.
Good call. You have to protect yourself in these situations.
It's a bit exhausting, to be honest. I wish we could just focus on our work.
I hear you. Unfortunately, office politics can be a real distraction.
Yeah, and it's making me second-guess everyone's motives.
Trust your instincts and keep looking out for yourself. It's important to watch your back in these situations.
Thanks for the advice. I'll stay vigilant.
I have no idea.
Hey, did you hear about the new project at work?
Yeah, I did. It sounds pretty complex. Do you understand what it's all about?
Honestly, I have no idea. The manager just mentioned it briefly in the meeting, and I couldn't grasp the details.
Same here. I tried reading the email they sent, but it's full of jargon. Maybe we should ask someone who's been briefed more thoroughly.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll reach out to Sarah. She usually knows what's going on.
Great! And let's see if we can schedule a meeting to get a clearer picture.
Agreed. I think that's our best option. Let's get this sorted out.
It's a case in point.
You know, the recent budget cuts are a case in point for the importance of financial planning.
Absolutely. It's been a challenging year for the company.
Indeed, the unpredictability of the market and not having a safety net in place has really hurt us.
It's a lesson for sure. We should have seen it coming and prepared better.
Right. It's not just about cost cutting, it's about having a strategy for lean times.
Agreed. We need to diversify our revenue sources and have a solid contingency plan.
That's exactly what I've been saying. We can't keep relying on a single income stream.
I think we've learned our lesson. Let's work on a more resilient financial strategy.
It's a case in point that we can't ignore. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Me too. Let's get to work on this and ensure our future stability.
It's a piece of art.
Have you seen the new sculpture they installed in the park?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday. It's a piece of art.
I agree, it's quite impressive. Do you know who the artist is?
I think it's by a local artist named Emily, but I'm not entirely sure.
She did a fantastic job. The details and craftsmanship are remarkable.
Absolutely. It adds a unique touch to the park.
I heard they plan to have more art installations around the city.
That's a great idea. It enhances the cultural atmosphere.
It does. Public art can really bring a community together.
I hope they continue to invest in projects like this.
Me too. It's a piece of art that everyone can enjoy.
Bring in, introduce or introduce something new.
I heard you're leading a new project at work. What's it all about?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. We're looking to bring in a more efficient workflow management system.
That sounds like a significant change. How do you plan to bring in this new system without disrupting the current operations too much?
We've been working closely with a team of experts who specialize in implementation. They'll help us bring in the new system gradually, providing training to the staff as we transition.
That sounds like a well-thought-out plan. What benefits are you hoping to bring in with this new system?
We expect it to bring in improved productivity and streamline processes. It should also reduce the margin for errors and make our work more organized.
Those are some excellent goals. I'm sure the team will appreciate the effort you're making to bring in positive changes.
I hope so. Change can be challenging, but I'm confident that bringing in this new system is the right step for our department's future.
It certainly seems like a positive move. I wish you the best of luck in bringing in the changes and making the transition as smooth as possible.
Thanks. With the right plan and a dedicated team, I'm hopeful we can successfully bring in this new era of efficiency.
I have a question.
Hey, do you have a moment? I have a question.
Of course, what's on your mind?
I've been thinking about upgrading my laptop. Any recommendations?
Well, it depends on your budget and what you'll be using it for. What are your priorities?
I mostly use it for work and some light gaming. So, a decent processor and graphics card would be nice.
In that case, I'd recommend checking out the latest models from Dell and ASUS. They have some great options for both work and gaming.
Thanks. I'll look into those. Any specific models you'd suggest?
The Dell XPS series and ASUS ROG Zephyrus line are worth considering. But be sure to read reviews and compare prices before making a decision.
Good advice. I appreciate your help.
No problem. Happy to assist with your tech decision. Let me know if you have more questions.
It's all in a day's work.
What a day! I had to deal with 3 client emergencies and a broken coffee machine.
Sounds hectic. But hey, it's all in a day's work, right?
Yeah, I suppose. Sometimes it's just a bit overwhelming, you know.
I get it. Some days can be crazy, but it keeps things interesting. What's next on your agenda?
I've got a meeting with the new team at 3, and then I'll be crunching numbers for that big report.
Busy day ahead. You're quite the multitasker.
Well, you do what you gotta do, right?
Absolutely. You handle it well. And when the day's done, you can relax.
I'm definitely looking forward to that. Maybe even that coffee I missed this morning.
Here's hoping the coffee machine gets fixed soon. Until then, stay focused and keep being the rock star you are.
Thanks, I appreciate the support. It's nice to have colleagues like you.
Anytime. We're in this together, and it's all in a day's work.
Walking on eggshells, being very careful and cautious in a situation to avoid upsetting someone or causing conflict.
I've noticed that things have been tense between you and your boss lately.
Yeah, it's been challenging. I feel like I'm constantly walking on eggshells around them.
That doesn't sound pleasant. Any specific reason for the tension?
It started when I disagreed with them during a team meeting. Ever since, it's been awkward.
Have you tried talking to your boss about it to clear the air?
I'm hesitant to bring it up. I don't want to make things worse.
Understandable, but sometimes addressing the issue can actually improve the situation. Maybe you can schedule a private conversation.
Maybe you're right. I'll consider it. I just want to avoid any more conflict.
Just remember, it's important to have open communication at work. Walking on eggshells for too long can be stressful.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the advice.
I have to make ends meet.
I've been really tightening my budget lately. I have to make ends meet, you know?
I hear you. Times are tough. What's been the biggest challenge?
Well, my rent keeps going up, and the cost of groceries is soaring. It's getting hard to keep up.
It's tough when the essentials become a financial burden. Have you thought about any cost-cutting strategies?
I've started cooking at home more often and cut down on non-essential expenses like dining out and entertainment.
That's a good start. Have you explored any additional sources of income?
I've been considering a part-time job or maybe freelancing in my spare time. It's just hard to find the energy after my full-time job.
I understand. It's a juggling act, for sure. Just remember, you're doing your best.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'm determined to get through this. It's just a tough period.
You're not alone in this. Reach out for help or advice whenever you need it. We'll find a way to make ends meet.
I appreciate that. It's comforting to have a friend like you to talk to.
In the Articraft store.
Look at these handmade ceramics. I'm searching for a unique gift for my sister. She loves artisan crafts.
These vases are beautiful. The detailing is exquisite. How about one of these?
They are lovely, but I think she'd prefer something more functional. Maybe a set of mugs?
Good idea. These mugs with the intricate patterns are stunning. Each one is different.
I love that they're all unique. Oh, and these hand-woven baskets would go perfectly in her living room.
Definitely. The colors are so vibrant. Handcrafted items have such a personal touch.
You're right. I'll get a set of mugs and one of these baskets. She's going to love them.
It's a thoughtful gift. This store is a treasure trove for unique finds.
It's all or nothing.
I heard you're thinking about starting your own business. Is it true?
Yeah, I am. It's a big step, but I feel like it's all or nothing at this point.
I admire your determination. What's the business idea?
I want to launch a sustainable fashion brand. I've been planning this for years, and now it's time to go all in.
That's a bold move, but it's definitely an important cause. What's the plan?
I've got a detailed business plan and a clear vision for how I want to make it work. It's a risk, but it's all or nothing for me.
I respect your commitment to making a positive change. Are you excited?
Absolutely. It's a little nerve-wracking, but I believe in what I'm doing, and it's a passion project. It's either this or nothing.
Well, you've got my full support. If anyone can make it happen, it's you.
Thanks. I really appreciate that. It's going to be a challenging journey, but I'm ready to give it my all.
Take after, resemble a family member in appearance or character.
You know, I've always thought that your daughter takes after you.
Really? In what way?
Well, she has the same sense of humor and is just as outgoing as you. It's like she's inherited your personality.
That's a nice thing to hear. I've noticed she also has my smile, just like I do from my mom.
It's incredible how children often take after their parents, not just in looks but in behavior too.
I agree. She definitely didn't get her height from me, though. She takes after her father in that department.
That's true, but she's got a perfect blend of both of you, and it's lovely to see how she takes after both parents.
It is heartwarming. Do you think your kids take after you or your spouse more?
It's interesting. Our oldest takes after my husband in terms of musical talent, but our youngest definitely takes after me when it comes to a love for reading and learning.
That's great to see the mix of characteristics in your family. It's what makes each person unique.
Absolutely. And it's part of what makes parenthood so fascinating. Seeing who the kids take after is like unwrapping a gift of surprises.
You can't judge a book by its cover. You can't determine the true value or nature of something or someone based solely on appearances.
I met a new colleague today. They seem a bit eccentric, don't you think?
Well, you know what they say. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, but first impressions do matter.
True, but appearances can be deceiving. Maybe they have unique qualities and skills we haven't discovered yet.
I suppose so. It's just that they dress and act so differently from the rest of the team.
That doesn't necessarily mean they won't be a valuable addition. Sometimes, diversity in thought and perspective can be a huge asset.
You're right. I shouldn't be too quick to form opinions. I'll give them a chance.
That's a good approach. Get to know them better before making any judgments.
Thanks for the reminder. I'll keep that in mind.
No problem. We've all been in situations where we were underestimated based on appearances. It's essential to give others a fair chance.
Make up, create or invent something, like an excuse or a story.
Have you heard why Tom was so late to the meeting this morning?
No, I have no idea. He didn't mention anything to me.
Well, I overheard him talking to his manager earlier, and he had to make up a pretty wild excuse.
Really? What did he make up?
He claimed his car broke down on the way to the office, and he had to hitchhike with a stranger to get here.
That sounds pretty far-fetched. I wonder why he felt the need to make up such a story.
I'm not sure, but it seemed like he was in a rush to explain his lateness. and didn't want to admit the real reason.
I hope everything is okay with him. It's not a good idea to make up stories at work. It can damage your credibility.
You're right, honesty is usually the best policy. I'll keep an eye out to see if there's anything going on with Tom that he's not sharing.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe he's going through a tough time and felt the need to make up an excuse to avoid discussing it.
Service on the plane.
Excuse me, could I have a blanket? It's quite chilly over here.
Of course, I'll bring one right away. Would you like anything else?
Could we also get 2 cups of coffee, please? And do you have any vegetarian options for snacks?
Certainly, I'll bring your coffee shortly. For vegetarian snacks, we have a cheese and fruit platter or a vegan wrap. Which would you prefer?
The cheese and fruit platter sounds great. Thank you.
I'll have the same, please. Also, is it possible to charge my phone somewhere?
Sure, there's a USB port right next to your seat. If you need an adapter, I can bring one for you.
This is excellent service. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. It makes the flight much more comfortable.
At the drop of a hat, willing to do something immediately and without hesitation.
Hey, can you help me with this project? We need someone to step in quickly.
Of course! I'm always ready to assist at the drop of a hat.
That's great to hear. We have a tight deadline and need all hands on deck.
No problem. Just let me know what you need. I'll get to work right away.
Thanks for being so responsive. It's a relief to have someone reliable on the team.
I believe in being proactive and getting things done promptly.
It really makes a difference, especially in a fast-paced environment like this.
Absolutely. I'm here to help whenever you need it.
That's reassuring. Let's tackle this project together and meet that deadline.
You got it. We'll get it done efficiently.
Check through, inspect or review something thoroughly.
We're preparing for the audit next week. Have you had a chance to check through all the financial documents?
Yes, I've been going through them diligently. I've also asked the team to check through their records and make sure everything is in order.
Great! It's important to check through all the details to ensure a smooth audit process. Any issues so far?
I did notice a discrepancy in one of the accounts, but I've been able to reconcile it. It's essential to check through these documents meticulously to catch any potential problems in advance.
Agreed. We can't afford any surprises during the audit. Thanks for taking the time to check through everything carefully.
No problem, it's part of the job. When you check through these documents, it's incredible how you can spot irregularities and areas for improvement.
Your attention to detail is valuable. After we check through everything, we'll have a smoother audit process and be better prepared to answer any questions.
That's the goal. We want to be confident when we check through the financials with the auditors.
Well, I appreciate your dedication. Let's keep checking through the documents, and we'll be well prepared for the audit next week.
Absolutely. We'll ensure everything is in order by the time they arrive.
back down, withdraw from a position or decision.
I heard there's a disagreement at the office about the new project. What's going on?
Yeah, it's been quite a debate. Some team members are not happy with the direction, but the project lead is not willing to back down.
It sounds like a tough situation. Why won't the project lead consider their concerns and back down a bit?
I think they're convinced that their approach is the right one and are not willing to back down on it. It's causing a lot of tension in the team.
That's not good for morale. Maybe there's a way for the team to present their concerns in a constructive way, so the project lead doesn't feel like they have to back down completely.
That's a good point. We need to find a way to have a productive discussion without anyone feeling like they have to back down completely.
I agree. It's essential to address the concerns and find a compromise that works for everyone, rather than having someone back down forcefully.
I'll suggest that approach in the next team meeting. Hopefully, it will help resolve the issue without anyone having to back down completely.
I have to bite the bullet.
I've been putting it off, but I know I have to bite the bullet and have that difficult conversation with my boss.
I understand. What's been holding you back?
I'm worried about how they'll react. It's about a promotion I was promised but haven't received.
It's a tough situation, but you deserve that promotion. You should speak up.
I know, but I don't want to create tension or seem pushy.
Sometimes you have to advocate for yourself. It's not about being pushy. It's about standing up for what you've earned.
You're right. I can't keep putting it off. I'll schedule that meeting today.
That's the spirit. Be confident and assertive.
Thanks for the pep talk. It's time to bite the bullet and make my case.
I believe in you. You've got this.
It's all up to you.
It's all up to you now.
What do you mean?
I've done all I can. The rest is in your hands.
Are you sure about this?
I have faith in your abilities. You're the best person for the job.
I won't let you down. I'll give it my all.
That's what I want to hear. I believe in you, and I know you can make it happen.
Thanks for entrusting me with this. I'll do my best to meet your expectations.
Remember, you're not alone. If you need any help or guidance, don't hesitate to ask.
I appreciate that. I'll reach out if I run into any roadblocks.
Good. I have confidence in your abilities. Now, let's go out there and make it happen.
You got it. It's all up to me, and I won't disappoint.
Carry on with, continue doing something.
I heard you had to stop your painting project over the weekend. What happened?
Yeah, I had to carry on with some unexpected household repairs. There was a plumbing issue that needed immediate attention.
That's unfortunate, but I guess you had to prioritize the repairs. Are you planning to carry on with your painting soon?
Absolutely. I'll carry on with the project this weekend. I'm looking forward to finishing it.
I can't wait to see the final result. Your paintings are always impressive.
Thanks. That means a lot. I'm eager to carry on with it and get back to my creative work.
Sometimes life throws unexpected things our way, but it's great that you can carry on with your passion even after such interruptions.
Definitely. It's essential to keep moving forward and carry on with what you love, even when life throws curveballs.
Well, I'm here to support you in any way I can. If you ever need help, just let me know as you carry on with your projects.
Thanks. That's very kind of you. Having supportive friends makes it easier to carry on with my creative pursuits.
It's a win-lose situation.
We have to make a tough decision about the budget allocation, and it's turning into a win-lose situation.
I hate when that happens. What's the issue?
We can either invest more in marketing to boost sales, or we can cut costs by reducing staff. It feels like one group will win, and the other will lose.
That's a really tough call. Have you considered any compromise?
We've looked at various scenarios, but it's challenging to find a solution that doesn't negatively impact one side.
It's a delicate balance. If we cut staff, it might hurt morale, but without more marketing, we might not boost sales enough.
Exactly, and it's putting a lot of pressure on me as the decision maker.
In these situations, it's vital to communicate clearly and transparently with the team affected, so they understand the reasons behind the decision.
You're right. It won't be easy, but I'll do my best to make the process as fair as possible.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much for helping me move all this furniture. It's been a lot of work.
It's my pleasure. I'm always happy to lend a hand.
You really went above and beyond today. I couldn't have done it without you.
No problem at all. I know moving can be tough, and I'm glad I could assist.
Well, I owe you one. Is there anything I can do to repay you for your help?
Don't worry about it. I'm just happy to help out a friend.
You're too kind. Let me at least treat you to dinner tonight as a token of my appreciation.
That's really not necessary, but if you insist, I won't say no to a meal.
Great! It's the least I can do. Thanks again for everything.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Job hunting is too hard.
Job hunting is becoming incredibly frustrating. It feels like an endless struggle.
I can understand how tough it is out there. What's been the most challenging part for you?
It's a mix of things, really. The competition is fierce, and it's disheartening to send out countless applications. and hear nothing back?
I've been there. Have you considered reaching out to your network or attending networking events to expand your opportunities?
I have, but it's been tough to find the right connections. Plus, the pandemic has limited in-person events.
True, it's a challenge. Have you also tried tailoring your resume and cover letter for each job to make a stronger impression?
Yes, I've been customizing them, but it's still tough to stand out. It's like everyone is looking for that perfect fit.
It's tough, but hang in there. Sometimes it just takes time. Keep refining your approach, and don't hesitate to seek advice or coaching if needed.
Thanks for the encouragement. I won't give up. I just need to stay persistent.
Burning the candle at both ends, overextending oneself by working too much or taking on too many tasks.
Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that
I've been working late every night this week to meet project deadlines.
Sounds like you're burning the candle at both ends.
Yeah, it's been exhausting. I've barely had time for anything else.
Be careful not to overextend yourself. It can lead to burnout.
I know, but the workload has been relentless lately.
Maybe you should talk to your manager about it and see if they can redistribute some tasks.
I've considered it, but I don't want to seem incapable of handling the workload.
It's not about capability, it's about maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
You're right. I need to prioritize my well-being.
Taking breaks and managing your workload more efficiently can help prevent burnout.
I'll try to delegate when possible and set clear boundaries moving forward.
That's a good approach. Remember, it's essential to avoid overextending yourself in the long run.
lingered near and waited patiently.
Checking luggage.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me.
I'm a bit worried about the weight of my suitcase. Do you think it'll be over the limit?
Did you use a luggage scale? It's the best way to avoid any surprises at the check-in counter.
No, I didn't. Maybe I should rearrange some items into my carry-on. Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Remember, they're strict about the weight limits. It's better to be safe than pay extra fees.
I'll move a couple of books and my extra pair of shoes. That should do it. How about yours?
I packed light this time, so I'm good. Don't forget to keep your travel documents handy for the check-in.
Got them right here in my hand luggage. Okay, let's head to the counter. Fingers crossed we're within the limit.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Show off, display one's abilities, possessions, or achievements.
Hey, did you see Mark's new car? He's been showing it off all over social media.
Yeah, I noticed. He's really going all out to show off his new wheels. It's a pretty fancy car.
I guess he's proud of it, but sometimes it feels like he's just showing off for the sake of it.
True, it's nice to share your achievements, but there's a fine line between sharing and showing off. It can come across as a bit excessive.
Speaking of showing off, have you seen Sarah's latest artwork? She's been posting it everywhere.
I have, and it's impressive. She's worked hard to develop her talent, so I understand why she wants to show it off.
Absolutely, she deserves recognition for her skills. It's different from Mark's constant display of his possessions.
You're right. It's one thing to show off your achievements and talents, but another to flaunt material things.
It's all about balance, I guess. Showing off in moderation can be fine, but when it's excessive, it can rub people the wrong way.
Agreed, balance is key. It's nice to share and celebrate our accomplishments, but there's no need to go overboard with showing off.
When it rains, it pours. Bad things often happen in groups or one after another.
It seems like everything is going wrong lately.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours.
First, my car broke down. Then I lost my job. And now I have a plumbing issue at home.
That's a tough streak. I've been there too.
It's so frustrating. I just hope things start to turn around soon.
Hang in there. Sometimes, these rough patches eventually lead to better times.
I hope you're right. It's just hard to see the silver lining right now.
I understand. But remember, setbacks are a part of life, and you'll get through this.
Thanks for the support. It means a lot.
Anytime. If you need any help, or someone to talk to, I'm here for you.
I appreciate that. Let's hope this storm passes soon.
See you soon.
I heard you're leaving for your vacation tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. A week at the beach will be great.
That sounds amazing. Have you packed everything?
Almost done. Just a few last-minute items to throw in my suitcase.
Well, I hope you have a fantastic trip and enjoy the sun and sand.
Thanks. I plan to relax and unwind completely.
Don't forget to take lots of pictures.
I won't. And I'll make sure to share them with you when I'm back.
Sounds good. Have a safe flight and enjoy your time away.
I will. Thanks for the well wishes. See you soon.
You're welcome. Have a great trip and see you when you get back.
I have to keep my fingers crossed.
So, the job interview is tomorrow, and I'm feeling a mix of excitement and nerves.
I understand the jitters, but you've prepared well. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
Thanks. I really hope it goes smoothly, and they like my presentation.
You've got a strong resume, and your experience speaks for itself. Just be yourself, and you'll do great.
I appreciate your vote of confidence. It's just that this job means so much to me.
I can tell you're passionate about it. Sometimes, we have to take that leap and hope for the best.
You're right. I've been working toward this for a while, and I can't let fear hold me back.
Absolutely. And remember, it's not just about landing the job, but also about finding the right fit for you.
True. I want a place where I can grow and contribute. Let's hope it all aligns.
Keep that positive mindset. Your hard work and dedication will pay off.
Thanks for the support. It means a lot to have friends like you.
Anytime. You've got this, and I'll be here, keeping my fingers crossed for your success.
It's a slam dunk.
You won't believe it. I just got the job I interviewed for. It's a slam dunk.
That's fantastic news. I had a feeling you aced that interview. Congratulations.
Thanks. I can't believe it myself. This opportunity is a game changer for me.
I'm so happy for you. What's the position, and when do you start?
I'll be a senior marketing manager, and I start next month. The package they offered is outstanding.
Wow, that's amazing. Your hard work and dedication really paid off.
It's been a long journey, but it's great to see it all come together. I'm excited to step into this role.
You're going to crush it, no doubt about it. Any celebration plans?
I'm thinking of gathering some friends for a small party this weekend. You in?
Absolutely, I wouldn't miss it. Let's make it a memorable celebration.
Thanks for being there from the beginning, supporting me. It means a lot.
You're welcome. I knew you had it in you. Here's to your new adventure, a slam dunk.
Bite off more than you can chew, to take on more responsibility or work than you can handle.
I've signed up for 3 different committees at once, and they all have deadlines coming up.
That sounds overwhelming. It seems like you've bitten off more than you can chew.
Yeah, I thought I could manage, but now I'm swamped with work.
It happens to the best of us. Sometimes enthusiasm can lead to overcommitment.
I need to figure out how to juggle all these responsibilities.
You might want to prioritize and delegate some tasks if possible.
Delegation is a good idea, but I don't want to let anyone down.
You have to be realistic about what you can handle. It's better to do a few things well than spread yourself too thin.
You're right. I'll have to talk to the committees and see if I can adjust my commitments.
That's a sensible approach. Don't be afraid to ask for help or scale back when necessary.
Thanks for the advice. I need to be more careful about taking on too much in the future.
Give away, donate or provide something for free.
Hey, I heard you're moving and need to clear out some stuff. What are you going to do with all your old furniture and clothes?
Yeah, I'm downsizing. I've decided to give away most of my furniture to a local charity. They help families in need.
That's a great way to declutter and help others at the same time. What about your clothes? Have you thought about what to do with them?
I'm planning to give away the clothes that don't fit, or I no longer wear, to a local thrift store. They sell them at affordable prices, and the proceeds support a good cause.
It's a thoughtful approach. Anything else you're planning to give away?
I also have some old books and kitchen appliances I no longer use. I'm going to give those away to friends and family who might find them useful.
You're being quite generous with all these giveaways. It's a wonderful way to ensure your belongings find new homes and continue to be useful.
Thanks. It feels good to give away things I no longer need to those who can benefit from them. It's a win-win for everyone.
Put away, store something in its proper place.
The kitchen is a mess. We really need to put away these dishes.
Yeah, you're right. I'll start with the plates, and you can put away the glasses.
Okay. I'll also put away the pots. And pans that are still on the stove?
After that, let's not forget to put away the leftover food in the fridge.
Right. And then we can put away the groceries we bought earlier. The counters will look much better without all the clutter.
True, and we should put away the dry goods in the pantry too. It's getting a bit disorganized.
Once the kitchen is clean and everything is put away, it'll be much more inviting.
Absolutely. Let's work together to put everything away, and then we can relax in a tidy space.
Sounds like a plan. We'll put away all the kitchen stuff, and maybe later we can tackle the living room.
One step at a time. Let's focus on putting away these dishes for now.
Drop off, deliver or deposit something or someone.
I heard you're going to the post office. Can you drop off this package for me on your way?
Sure, no problem. I'll drop it off at the post office when I go there later today.
Thanks a lot. It's an important document that needs to be sent out as soon as possible.
I'll make sure to drop it off today so it gets there on time.
Speaking of deliveries, did you ever get a chance to drop off that old furniture at the charity shop like you mentioned?
Not yet, I've been busy with work, but I plan to drop it off this weekend. It's just been sitting in the garage, and they could put it to good use.
That's a thoughtful idea. It's great that you're willing to drop off items that others might benefit from.
Absolutely, I don't want it to go to waste. I'll make sure to drop it off on Saturday.
Thank you for helping out. It's important to support organizations that can make good use of our old stuff.
You're welcome. I'm happy to drop it off and contribute in a small way. It's the least I can do to help others.
I'll think about it.
Hey, I was wondering if you'd like to join us for the weekend camping trip.
I'll think about it. I have some other plans, but let me check my schedule.
No pressure. It's going to be a fun trip with some friends, and we'd love to have you along.
Thanks for the invite. I do enjoy camping, so it's definitely tempting.
Great. Let me know as soon as you can, because we need to finalize the group size and camping gear.
Sure thing. I'll try to make a decision by tomorrow evening.
Perfect. That works for us. If you can make it, it'll be a blast.
All right. I'll be in touch soon then. Thanks for thinking of me.
I'm tired.
Hey, how was your day at work?
Long and exhausting. I'm tired.
I can imagine. Anything particularly challenging today?
Yeah, we had a tight deadline, and I had to work through lunch.
That's rough. Want to take a break and sit down for a bit?
Actually, I'd love to, but I still have a few things to finish up before I can call it a day.
I understand. Don't overexert yourself, though. It's important to rest too.
You're right. I'll wrap up as soon as I can.
And when you're done, make sure to get a good night's sleep.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to hitting the sack early tonight.
Well, hang in there. You'll get through it.
Thanks. I appreciate your support.
I have to think it over.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about that job offer you mentioned.
Oh, sure. What's on your mind?
Well, it's a great opportunity, but I have to think it over.
I completely understand. It's a big decision. What specific aspects are you considering?
Mostly the location and the work-life balance. It would require me to move, and I need to weigh the pros and cons.
That makes sense. Take your time to evaluate everything.
I will. It's just a bit overwhelming right now.
No rush. This decision should be well thought out.
Thanks for being understanding. I appreciate it.
Of course. I want you to make the best choice for yourself.
I'll get back to you once I've had time to think it through.
Sounds good. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions.
Bring up, raise a topic or subject in a conversation.
Hey, I've been meaning to bring up something. Have you thought about what to do for the upcoming holiday weekend?
I'm glad you brought that up. I've been considering a short trip to the mountains. How about you?
That sounds like a great idea. I was thinking of a hiking getaway too. We could go together if you'd be up for it.
That's a fantastic suggestion. I'm totally up for it. We can plan the details later. By the way, I wanted to bring up another topic. Have you thought about our project presentation next week?
I'm glad you brought it up. I've been working on the slides and content. Let's set up a meeting soon to discuss the details.
Perfect. I'll bring up the calendar and send you some time slots. Anything specific you'd like to bring up in the meeting?
Well, I'd like to bring up the issue of collaboration with the design team. I think we should coordinate better to make the presentation more visually appealing.
Great idea. I'll make sure to bring up this topic in the meeting agenda. Thanks for being proactive about it.
No problem. I always appreciate it when you're open to discussing ideas and bringing up important matters.
Work out, exercise, or resolve a problem.
I've been trying to work out more regularly lately.
That's a great goal. How's it been going?
Well, I started a new workout routine, but it's been challenging to stick with it.
Staying consistent can be tough, but the key is to find a routine that works for you and your schedule.
Yeah, I need to figure out the best time during the day to work out. Mornings are usually so busy.
You could try squeezing in a workout during your lunch break or in the evening. It's essential to find what works for your lifestyle.
I'll give that a shot. I know regular exercise can help me work out stress and boost my energy.
Absolutely. It can be a great way to work out any built-up tension and clear your mind.
And it's not just about physical health. I'm hoping it'll help me work out some personal issues too.
Exercise can be a fantastic way to work out those mental and emotional challenges. It's like a 2-for-1 deal.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll keep working on it and aim to make exercise a regular part of my life.
You're welcome. Good luck, and remember, consistency is key. You've got this.
It's a waste of time.
You know, I've been spending hours on social media lately, and I feel like it's a waste of time.
I can understand how it can be a real-time sink. What's been bothering you about it?
I used to enjoy it, but now it feels like I'm just scrolling through mindless content, and it's not adding any value to my life.
It's easy to get sucked into the endless scroll. Have you thought about taking a break from it?
I have, but it's hard to disconnect entirely, especially since I use it to stay in touch with friends and family.
Maybe you can set some limits then, like allocating a specific time for social media and using it more intentionally.
That's a good idea. I'll try that. I just want to be more productive and not feel like I'm wasting my time.
It's important to prioritize your time and energy on things that matter. Finding a balance can help you make better use of your time.
Thanks for the advice. I need to break this habit and make more meaningful use of my time.
You've got this. Making changes like this can lead to a more fulfilling and productive life.
I can't stand it.
Have you tried the new coffee shop downtown?
Yeah, I went there last week. I can't stand it.
Really? I thought their coffee was pretty good.
The coffee was fine, but the music was so loud, I couldn't have a conversation.
Oh, I see what you mean. It can be annoying when it's too noisy.
Exactly. I prefer quieter places to relax and have a coffee.
Fair enough. Different people have different preferences.
Yeah, I guess it's just not my type of place.
That's understandable. We all have our favorite spots for different reasons.
True. I'll stick to my usual cafe for now.
Sounds like a plan. Everyone has their go-to place.
Don't cry over spilled milk. Don't worry about things that have already happened and can't be changed.
I can't believe I missed the deadline for that important report.
Well, don't cry over spilled milk. What's done is done.
I know, but it was such a crucial project.
Dwelling on it won't change anything now. Focus on finding a solution or making up for it.
You're right. I need to figure out how to address this with my manager.
That's a good start. Take responsibility and discuss a plan to mitigate the impact.
I hate making mistakes like this.
Everyone makes mistakes. The key is learning from them and not repeating them.
Thanks for the advice. I'll work on being more organized in the future.
No problem. Keep in mind that we all face setbacks, but it's how we handle them that matters most.
Wise words. I appreciate your support.
Anytime. We all need reminders from time to time not to dwell on the past.
Can you explain that to me?
I've been working on this new project, and it involves a lot of complex data analysis.
I see. Can you explain that to me?
Sure. We're collecting data from various sources, and then we use machine learning algorithms to process and extract insights from it.
Machine learning. Can you explain that in simpler terms?
Of course. It's like teaching a computer to learn from data and make predictions or decisions based on patterns it finds.
Oh, I think I'm getting it. What kind of insights are you hoping to get from this data?
We're aiming to identify trends, customer preferences, and potential areas for improvement in our products and services.
That sounds important. Can you explain how it will benefit our company?
Certainly. By understanding our data better, we can make more informed decisions, improve our products, and ultimately, increase our competitiveness in the market.
Thanks for explaining that to me. It's clearer now.
I have to get my ducks in a row.
You know, I've been thinking a lot lately, and I really need to get my ducks in a row.
I understand what you mean. What's been going on that's got you thinking that way?
Well, my finances are a mess, and I've been procrastinating on important life decisions. It's time to take control.
It's great that you're acknowledging it. Have you considered where to start?
Yeah, I'm going to create a budget and start saving more. I also need to set clear goals for my career and personal life.
That sounds like a solid plan. Breaking things down into manageable steps can make it less overwhelming.
I'm also thinking of decluttering my living space and simplifying my routines. Less chaos, more focus.
Simplifying can definitely help. Just remember, it's a journey, not a sprint. Be patient with yourself.
Thanks for the encouragement. I know it won't be easy, but I'm determined to get my life in order.
You've got this. I'm here to support you every step of the way. Let's get those ducks in a row together.
Sizes and inches.
I need help choosing the right size for this picture frame. It says it's 8 by 10 inches, but I'm not sure if that's what I need.
What size is the photo you're trying to frame?
It's a standard 5 by 7 inch photo. I want the frame to have a border around the picture.
In that case, an 8 by 10 inch frame should work well. It will give you a nice border around your photo.
Oh, that makes sense. But won't the photo just float around inside the frame?
You'll need a mat to keep it in place. The mat has an opening slightly smaller than your photo size, so it holds it centered.
I see. Should I get a mat with the same size opening as my photo?
Exactly. A 5 by 7 inch opening in the mat will frame your photo perfectly inside the 8 by 10 frame.
Find out, discover or learn something.
Hey, have you heard about the new manager that's joining our team next week?
No, I'm out of the loop on that one. I haven't found out anything about it. What can you tell me?
I just found out this morning. His name is Mark, and he's coming from our company's branch in Chicago. I think he has a strong background in project management.
That's interesting. I'll have to find out more about him once he starts. I wonder how it will affect our team dynamics.
Yeah, it will be a change for sure. I'll make it a point to find out more details from HR, so we're well informed before he arrives.
That sounds like a good plan. It's important to find out as much as we can about new team members to ensure a smooth transition.
Definitely. I'll keep you updated as I find out more information. In the meantime, let's prepare to welcome him.
Agreed, finding out as much as we can about his background and expectations will help us make him feel welcome and integrated into the team.
Great. I'll find out what I can and share it with you soon.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Let's make the onboarding process as smooth as possible for him.
Don't give up.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world?
I've been trying to learn the guitar for months, but I'm just not making any progress.
Don't give up. Learning to play an instrument takes time and practice.
I know, but it's frustrating when I see no improvement.
It's normal to hit plateaus, but if you keep practicing consistently, you'll get better.
Thanks for the encouragement. I guess I need to be more patient with myself.
Absolutely. Remember, even experienced musicians started where you are now.
You're right. I'll stick with it and keep practicing.
That's the spirit. Don't give up, and you'll be playing your favorite songs in no time.
I appreciate the support. I'll give it my best shot.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me.
Let's go out.
Hey, it's been a while since we stayed in. How about we go out tonight?
That's a great idea. I could use a change of scenery. Where do you want to go?
How about trying that new Italian restaurant that opened downtown? I heard it's fantastic.
Italian sounds delicious. Let's go there.
Great. I'll make a reservation for 7 p.m.
Sounds perfect. I'll meet you there.
And after dinner, we could catch a movie if you're up for it.
Sure, why not? It's been a while since we had a movie night.
Excellent. So, dinner at 7 p.m., and then we'll decide on the movie afterward.
I'm looking forward to it. Let's make it a fun night out.
Agreed. It'll be a nice change of pace.
Climb up, ascend or scale a height.
I heard you're planning to visit that new mountain park next weekend. Are you really going to climb up to the summit?
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I've been wanting to climb up a mountain for a while now, and this seems like the perfect opportunity.
It's quite an adventure to climb up a mountain. Do you have any experience in hiking or climbing?
Not much, but I've been preparing for it. I've been taking long walks and doing some steep hill climbs to get ready to climb up this mountain.
That's a smart approach. Climbing up can be quite physically demanding. Make sure you're well prepared with the right gear and clothing.
Absolutely, safety is a top priority when you're climbing up a mountain. I've also been reading up on the park's regulations and safety guidelines.
Good for you. Climbing up the summit will be a remarkable experience. The view from the top is often breathtaking.
That's what I'm looking forward to the most. The opportunity to climb up to the summit and see the world from a different perspective is what's driving me.
Well, I'm excited for you and hope you have a fantastic time climbing up the mountain. Just be cautious and enjoy every moment of the journey.
Thank you. I'll be sure to take lots of photos and share the experience when I climb up to the summit.
I have to see it to believe it.
Have you heard about that new restaurant that opened up in town? They say it's amazing.
Yeah, I've heard the buzz, but I'm not convinced. I have to see it to believe it.
Well, some friends went there and raved about the food and the ambience.
I'm still a bit skeptical. I've been disappointed by the hype before.
Fair enough. I'm thinking of trying it this weekend. You should come with me and see for yourself.
Maybe I will. I guess experiencing it firsthand is the best way to judge.
Exactly. Sometimes pictures and reviews don't do a place justice.
I'll keep an open mind then. It could be a pleasant surprise.
Great. Let's plan for Saturday. I think you'll be impressed.
Sounds like a plan. I'm willing to give it a shot. Let's see if it lives up to the hype.
Awesome, looking forward to it.
Throw in the towel, to give up on a task or activity.
Hey, have you heard about that new project at work?
Yeah, I have. It seems like a real challenge, doesn't it?
Absolutely. But I think we can handle it. We just need to stay focused and work together.
I agree. But what if things get too tough? Are you willing to throw in the towel?
Well, I think we should exhaust all our options before giving up. We've faced difficult tasks before and come out successful.
That's true, but this one seems especially demanding. What if it starts affecting our personal lives?
If it gets to that point, we should definitely reevaluate. Our well-being should come first.
Fair enough. Let's give it our best shot, and only throw in the towel if it becomes unbearable.
Agreed? We've got this.
I'm just kidding.
Did you hear that the boss wants us to work on Saturday too?
Seriously? That's ridiculous. I have plans for the weekend.
I'm just kidding. The boss mentioned it, but it's not mandatory. Relax.
Oh, you got me there. You had me worried for a moment.
Haha, sorry about that. I couldn't resist.
Anyway, I'm glad it's not mandatory. I could use a break.
Yeah, me too. It's been a hectic week.
Well, let's hope we can enjoy our weekend as planned.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
I need a favor.
Hey, do you have a minute? I need a favor.
Of course. What can I help you with?
I have a job interview tomorrow, and my car broke down. Could you give me a ride to the interview?
I'd be happy to help. What time is your interview?
It's at 10 a.m., so I should leave by 9:15 to be safe.
No problem. I'll pick you up at 9 a.m.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem at all. Just focus on preparing for your interview, and I'll take care of the ride.
You're a lifesaver. I owe you one.
Don't mention it. We all need a helping hand from time to time. Good luck with the interview.
Thanks again. I'll make it up to you.
I have to take it step by step.
I've decided to start training for a marathon.
That's a huge goal. Are you excited?
Absolutely, but it's a daunting challenge. I know I have to take it step by step.
That's a smart approach. Do you have a training plan in mind?
Yes, I've found a beginner's program. I'll gradually build up my endurance.
Good. It's important not to push too hard too fast.
I'm well aware of that. I want to avoid injuries and burnout.
Have you thought about your diet and recovery too?
Yes, I'm working on a balanced diet and prioritizing proper rest. It's all part of the process.
I'm impressed with your commitment and planning.
Thanks. I'm really looking forward to this journey, even if it's challenging.
You've got the right mindset. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection.
That's a great way to put it. I'll take it step by step, and I'm sure I'll get there.
I'm running out of time.
Hey, how's your progress on that report for the presentation?
It's been challenging. I'm running out of time, and there's still so much to do.
I understand the pressure. Have you asked for any extensions?
I did, but they couldn't grant me more time. The deadline is tomorrow morning.
That's tough. Have you considered reaching out to a colleague for assistance?
I thought about it, but I don't want to burden them with my work.
Well, it might be worth a shot. They could help you with some parts and ease the load.
You're right. I'll give it a try. I can't afford to miss this deadline.
Good idea. And remember, don't hesitate to ask for help when you need it.
Thanks for the advice. I'll make sure to do that.
You got this. Just keep pushing through, and you'll finish in time.
I appreciate the support. I'll do my best.
Fall behind, fail to keep up with something or someone.
How's your coursework going this semester?
Not too well, I'm afraid. I've been struggling to keep up, and I'm starting to fall behind.
That's tough. Have you talked to your professor or sought help from a tutor?
I haven't yet, but I'm planning to. I don't want to fall too far behind and risk failing the class.
It's a good idea to reach out for help early on. Don't let yourself fall behind to the point where catching up becomes nearly impossible.
You're right. I need to be proactive about it. On a different note, I heard you're getting a promotion at work. Congratulations.
Thanks, but it's been quite challenging to balance the increased responsibilities. I'm afraid I might fall behind in my personal life.
That's a common concern with promotions. Finding a work-life balance can be tough, but it's essential not to fall behind in your personal life, too.
I'm working on it, trying to prioritize and not fall behind in my relationships and personal interests.
It's all about finding that balance. You'll figure it out. Just don't let anything important fall behind.
I'll do my best. Thanks for the encouragement.
Let up, decrease in intensity, or relent.
Wow, this rain is relentless. It's been pouring for hours.
I know, right? I wish it would let up soon. I wanted to go for a walk this afternoon.
Same here. I had plans to do some gardening, but with this weather, it's impossible.
I heard on the news that it's supposed to let up by evening. Let's hope that's accurate.
I hope so too. This constant downpour is starting to get on my nerves.
Yeah, it can be pretty annoying. Have you checked the forecast recently?
Not yet, but I'll do that later. I just hope it lets up in time for the barbecue we're having this evening.
Me too. I was looking forward to that. If the rain doesn't let up, we might have to move the party indoors.
Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. Maybe the weather will relent, and we can still enjoy our evening outdoors.
I'm hungry.
Hey, did you have lunch yet?
No, I haven't. I'm hungry.
Me too. Any ideas on what you want to eat?
I'm in the mood for some pizza. How about you?
Pizza sounds good. Let's order from that new pizzeria that just opened downtown.
Sounds like a plan. I hope they have some good options.
They do. I checked their menu online earlier. Anything specific you want on your pizza?
I'm a fan of pepperoni and mushrooms. How about you?
I like a classic margarita. We can order both and share.
Perfect. That way we get to try different flavors.
I'll go ahead and place the order. I'm really looking forward to it.
Great, I'm starving. Let's dig in when it arrives.
I hate it.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Did you try that new restaurant that opened on Maple Street?
Yeah, I did. I hate it.
Really? I heard good things about it. What didn't you like?
The food was mediocre, and the service was terrible. Plus, it was way overpriced.
That's disappointing. I was planning to go there this weekend.
I wouldn't recommend it, honestly. There are better options around.
Thanks for the heads up. I'll look for something else then.
You're welcome. I don't want you to waste your money like I did.
I appreciate that. It's always good to get honest opinions before trying a new place.
Absolutely. Let me know if you need any other recommendations.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hello, I'd like you to meet our new team member, John.
It's a pleasure to meet you, John. Welcome to the team.
Thank you. It's great to be here. I've heard a lot of good things about this company.
John has a lot of experience in project management, so he'll be a valuable addition to our group.
That's fantastic. We can always use someone with expertise in that area.
I'm looking forward to contributing and getting to know everyone better.
We're glad to have you on board, John. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask.
Absolutely. And again, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you both. I'm excited to get started and be a part of this team.
It's all well and good.
You know, I've been thinking about taking that job offer in another city, but it's such a big decision.
Well, it's all well and good to consider your options carefully. What's holding you back?
I'm worried about leaving my family and friends behind. It's a tough choice.
I understand that. But sometimes, great opportunities come when you step out of your comfort zone.
I'm also concerned about the cost of living in the new city. It seems pretty high.
Valid concern. Have you researched the job's compensation package and weighed the pros and cons?
Yeah, I have. The job itself is fantastic. And the pay is good. It's just the idea of moving that's giving me pause.
Change can be intimidating, but it's also a chance for personal growth. It's all well and good to prioritize what's best for your career and long-term goals.
You're right. Maybe I should take the leap. I don't want to regret passing up such an opportunity.
That's the spirit. Sometimes, embracing change is how we achieve great things. You've got this.
I have to take a rain check.
Hey, I was really looking forward to that dinner tonight. What happened?
I'm so sorry, but I'm going to have to take a rain check. Something unexpected came up at work, and I won't be able to make it.
Oh, that's a bummer. Is everything okay at your job?
Yeah, it's just a last-minute project that needs immediate attention. I can't avoid it.
No worries, I understand. Work comes first. How about we reschedule for next week?
That sounds great. I should have more flexibility then. Thanks for understanding.
Of course, no problem. Let me know when you're available, and we'll set a new date.
Will do. Thanks for being so understanding.
Anytime. Take care of your work, and we'll catch up soon.
Thanks, I will. Can't wait to see you next week.
Changing seats.
I just realized they seated us in different rows. Do you think we could ask someone to switch seats with us?
It's worth a try. Maybe we can ask the flight attendant for help. They might have better luck finding someone willing to switch.
Good idea. I'll flag one down. Excuse me, we were wondering if it's possible to change seats so we can sit together.
Let me check the seating chart. It looks like there are a couple of open seats. You can move to row 14.
That's great. Thank you so much for your help.
This is much better. I'm glad we asked. Now we can enjoy the flight together.
Yeah, it's always more comfortable traveling with someone you know. Let's get settled in.
It's all said and done.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah.
Well, it's been a long journey, but it's all said and done. We finally sold the house.
That's a huge relief. I know it's been a stressful process. What's next for you?
I think I'll take a short break, maybe a little vacation to unwind. Then, I'll start looking for a new place to settle down.
A break sounds well deserved. You've been through a lot. Where are you thinking of moving to?
I'm considering a few options, but I'm leaning towards a smaller town for a change of pace.
That sounds like a great idea. A quieter lifestyle can be refreshing.
I agree. I'm looking forward to a new chapter and leaving the hustle and bustle behind.
Change can be scary, but also exciting. You've got a clean slate ahead of you.
I'm embracing it with open arms. Thanks for all your support through this process.
Anytime. You know I'm here for you. Best of luck with your fresh start.
Thanks, friend. I'm ready for whatever comes next now that it's all said and done.
Class divine, yeah, true passion shines, and I'm through passing time. I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the
Go through, experience or endure a difficult situation.
I heard you had a rough time with your health lately. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, I had to go through a pretty challenging period. I was diagnosed with a serious illness, but I'm feeling better now after the treatment.
I can imagine how tough that must have been. Going through a health scare is never easy. How did you cope with it?
It was definitely a roller coaster of emotions. I leaned on my family and close friends for support. Having a strong support system made it easier to go through the treatments and recovery.
That's great to hear that you had people there for you. How has this experience changed your perspective on life?
Going through something like this made me appreciate the little things in life more. I've learned not to take my health for granted and to focus on what truly matters.
It's incredible how challenging experiences like these can reshape our outlook. I'm glad to see you're on the path to recovery.
Thank you. I'm just grateful to have made it through and to be here, talking about it. It's a reminder of how resilient we can be when we have to go through adversity.
Come through, succeed or deliver on a promise.
I was really worried about that important presentation at work, but I'm relieved it came through successfully.
That's great to hear. I knew you were well prepared, so I had faith you'd come through with flying colors.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. It's always nerve-wracking, but in the end, I'm glad I came through as expected.
Speaking of coming through, I'm still waiting for the contractor to finish my home renovations. They promised to have it done by now.
Oh, I hope they come through soon. Delays can be frustrating when you're expecting something to be completed.
Tell me about it. I just want them to come through on their commitment and deliver the finished project.
Have you contacted them to follow up?
I have, and they assured me they'd come through and finish up this week. I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
I hope they come through and get it done for you. Home renovations can be quite stressful.
Definitely. Let's hope they come through as promised, and I can finally enjoy my newly renovated space.
I'll keep my fingers crossed for you as well. I hope they come through and complete it to your satisfaction.